Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning. How are all you beautiful people doing? Good morning, Shenanigan, ED, Ed, never know what to call you. Chris, Auntie. Good morning, guys. Happy Thursday. Happy freaking Thursday. Ooh, what a sell-off. Good morning, Alex. Doing good, Ghost. Feeling better today than the last few days? Yeah. Yeah, I've been feeling fine in general, I think. Had some allergies a few days or last week, if that's what you're referring to, but yeah. Yeah, yeah. Everything's all good. How are you? Okay. Let's dive into the charts, shall we? Um, in a moment. Okay, we've kind of swept out a ton of liquidity. We're now in discount. NQ longs at 43.75. 483.75. Just 240 points up. Oh, TP. Okay, I didn't read it correctly. TP at 483.75, 196.75 stop. Okay. Let me kind of get a visual. 196.75. Kind of below the bodies there. 483.75. Okay, you're looking for kind of to get back up into those gaps. Back to midnight. Okay, cool. Kane will join. Yeah, at 9. Let's see what we got going on at the moment here. 6 a.m. Devil's Mark on it. We've met projections of multiple breakers on the 15. Have yet to meet the projections of the 4-hour breaker. But we have tagged back into this for value gap, taking out all these equal lows, or not equal lows, but like trend line liquidity that we got going on here, right? So all of this has been wiped out, which is kind of what we were looking at yesterday. But yesterday they made it incredibly tough, in my opinion. Made it incredibly tough because they just stalled it out all day. They gave us the short opportunity twice, stalled it out all day, only to deliver it at 4 after 4, and they didn't even really get too far. And then they actually set up decent longs in which I took a loss on those down at the weekly open, SMT at the Monday low. And then from there, nothing else. So start of the day down 1 hour, but nothing wrong with that. Looking pretty solid for the week so far. Just one win, one loss, but or two wins. Two wins, one loss. Up about 2R. What ticker's on the screen? This is NQ. Should, yeah. Top center of the screen shows the ticker. What's up, Karan? Let's see. Okay, so we got this. NFP weeks tend to create this whipsaw in PA where you wish price would be more fluid. Today was the same until end of London. Have us give us a nice numbers at the beach. Hopefully we get a nice New York session. Yeah, hopefully we do get a nice session. NFP weeks, honestly, we haven't really been having that. I've noticed we haven't really been having that as much. Like this week is kind of the first, week where we kind of do get that. But Monday was clean, Tuesday was cleaner, Wednesday was messy, overnight was good. I mean, it hasn't been terrible. I don't know. I don't really subscribe to the whole like just because it's NFP week, it's gonna be messy. Like the market doesn't even care about fucking NFP lately. So, but I know what you mean. In the past, they've definitely been. I used to notice it a little more, but I've noticed it's not as bad. Morning, CFJ. Yeah, CPI and NFP. CPI still kind of does, but I don't think employment numbers really just do it anymore. NFP used to be massive. Like a year ago, 2 years ago, it used to be massive. Not so much anymore. CPI though, I think inflation numbers are important right now just due to the war in Iran. Has to do with magnet regime or Marget. Oh, I was like, what do you mean? I was like, what the heck is that? Market regime. Yeah. Well, yeah, everything kind of moves in and out of rotations, right? Yeah, market regime. I'd even read it wrong too. Price is now below monthly open, weekly open, daily open. So I'm bearish for the day unless we get back above daily open. I mean, I fear if we get back above daily open, I think you've missed the long if it prints. I'm completely backwards to you. If we're below daily open and we're setting things up like that, that's bullish for me. You want to buy I want to buy in the wick of the high time frame candle. And I don't want to be short down below like that, right? I know what you mean, but 29,550, that's it's a hefty move. It gets us down into the new week opening gap from last week. Anything's possible. If we get down there, we'll have plenty of opportunity. Plenty of opportunity. There's a nice swing low in the 15-minute. That's what you're looking at, 29,550? Oh, 29,950. Why can't I read today? Am I stupid or something? Sorry, man. 29,950. I see 921. I see the swing low down here. YM is just YM is just making my chart ugly due to all the SMTs. I'm gonna replay the overnight session just to be thorough. So this was the 4-hour high. 5-day. Didn't even give a tap on the breaker either. Let's mark that out. That bold. Okay. Taking out the high of day. Didn't really get any SMT at the highs until about yeah, didn't really have much. It was kind of a messy setup there. And then you started to get some PM high SMT. And then you got London high SMT. All with YM, nothing with ES. Yeah. One other thing I want to do. Midnight. There's midnight. Okay. Okay, so we're meeting projections. I hate how messy my fucking chart is right now. I can't even think straight when it's this messy. Turn it off. So we've got some projections met from breakers from yesterday, from the 9 or 8:45 breaker, as well as the 3:15 breaker on the 15-minute. We met -4 standard deviations, took out some liquidity here. We only have SMT with YM at that liquidity. YM is complete opposite, and it hasn't swept out the Friday low. It has swept out the Monday low. So we have that Friday low SMT. However, we also have some 15-minute breakers that have not been met. We have -4 standard deviations of this 15-minute breaker from the London session that is yet to be met. We also have we 453. Coordinates 453. This is the digital open. Also, -4 has yet to be met. And midnight, which -4 has been met on that already. Yeah, it's a 1 hour gap also. 1 hour gap, 4 hour gap. At the moment, there's nothing super interesting about shorts from here, as it's already quite low. We're already tagging into lows. So not exactly looking for much more unless we get a big retracement and we get some sort of London high SMT with ES, which does seem quite possible. Yeah, just kind of thinking my way through this one. Not a whole lot to do. Not a whole lot to do, so we're kind of hanging out. We're kind of hanging out. Closure above this swing high here does give us the 15-minute breaker confirmation. We do have an hourly swing already off of that. We have some gaps to be filled here. But obviously, if we're going long, I'd be looking for us to get up into the London session high. So, London session high being right here. Good afternoon, Mag. What indicator do I use? I use ICT kill zones and pivots by TFO, and I have a session SMT indicator that I use as well. It's just kind of messy right now because YM is off doing its fucking nonsense. So YM's been incredibly bullish, which is what I wanted for NQ today. Bez, I've already answered your question. I told you Kane's joining at 9. What's my story? How much time do you have? Um, what's my story? What do you want to know? What do you want to know? I got lots of stories. How long have I been trading for? Oh, fuck. It's been probably, what, 4.5 years now? Yeah, 4.5 years. Got into it the same way everyone else did, right? Wanted to make more money, wanted to kind of have a way to work for myself and provide. Always been interested in the markets ever since high school, really. Um, Finally had the means to do so and like the time to do it. I already got my career going and all that stuff, and then I was ready to kind of take on some more responsibility and approach another job. I didn't really want to work. If I wanted to work on my days off from firefighting, which is common with our schedule, we get time off, and we get a lot of time off, and our schedule kind of allows us to work a second job to make some extra cash if we want. I did that for a bit. Didn't really like working for other people outside of work. Like, I love my job, my career. I love going to work and doing that, but doing that and then going to work for someone else for shit pay just wasn't exactly something that I really, aspired to maintain. So got into trading. and got into it just the same way, like I said, as everyone else did, right? Uh, Found YouTube videos, started to get kind of hooked into it through prop firms, people who traded prop firms and whatnot. Started to take some courses just online, free courses online about traditional technical analysis and retail concepts and stuff, which was short lived. Found ICT summer of 2022, I think, late summer 2022. And rest is history. So very very generic story. It's nothing special about it. Still a firefighter? Yes, indeed. Morning, sir. I never know how to say your name. I'm just gonna call you sir. Yeah, not a whole heck of a lot to do, folks. What do I think about the chart? Potentially setting up, I think, for longs. We've met a ton of projections here. I think we do maybe have a potential for digs, for digs lower. Can't believe this 4 hours no wick. How come? Aren't I mean it's a sign. One, it's a sign that it can be repriced to later on. But Devil's Marks print lots. Use it as info. Morning 007. Yeah, use it as info. Meg. You'll also notice, I guess this is more of a expansion candle. Don't have to look at it as manipulation. Yesterday was a C2, today could be C3 expansion. They made shorts incredibly tough to stay in unless you're holding through overnight. I don't think the Asia set or London session short was super good, in my opinion. I wasn't really awake for it, but just looking at it in the context that was provided, I think they could have given more. Definitely could have given more. Morning, Manus. I was expecting to take the 5 a.m. 1 hour high to then sell off after creating the wick on. Oh, but never did. Yeah, it's kind of a potential gap that I've been looking at too. I think we might be able to get a Judas swing up into there if shorts are going to play. Maybe get a swing back up into there and then drop it. Previous weekly low is coming on MES, and we have daily bearish SMT between MEQ and MES. The SMT was confirmed with the H1 bearish. Is the only problem the PDO is taken already. Previous weekly low on ES. Yeah, that is kind of getting close, isn't it? That would actually be a great spot, in my opinion. I find no value in watching YM. Never been a fan. It prints good SMTs. As much as so many people shit on it, um, I've been using it YM for SMTs for years now, and it prints me a lot of good setups. You just have to be able to filter out when it's really doing some nonsense, like today. Yeah, I don't mind the area kind of getting down into these negative fours of the uh, time projections of midnight and digital open. Or sorry, this is of digital open and this is of the hourly breaker. And then also -2 of the 4 hour breaker. Sep, I always, whenever I get into a trade, I tell you guys my trade, I tell you guys my invalidation. If you're looking for a signal, you can probably go elsewhere because this is not a signal botting type fucking stream. We are here to just live trade and hang out. I always share my trades when I'm in them. I'm here to hang out and learn. Don't just signal bot. Uh, just a quick question. Would you use the bearish H1OB that was made from 2 to 3 a.m.? Like use it as a POI for more shorts? Yeah, I think so. I think the breaker is what I use because that's primarily what I do use is breakers. Um, as a structure. Yeah, yeah, for sure. It has solid structure to it. We never tapped into it or nothing, but it's nested right around a lot of key important opening prices, right? Midnight and 1800 open from there. So solid area. Just really didn't get any sort of entry around there. So that would be potential retracement area. A lot of questions coming in. Let me make sure I'm not missing any. I'll look into it again and see if it will help me in some way. Yeah, do it, do it. The real SMT is about triads, not pairs of twos. Do I look into macro stuff? Here and there. Here and there, I will use macro. I just find it interesting. I don't use it in my own trading. I'll use it for like higher time, like just for like macro perspective. One, for just learning, and two, for like investment opportunity and stuff. What's up, Twisted? How you doing, bro? So 2022 series has produced many profitable people. I would say so. I think 2022 is his second best um, series. Core content being his best. Core content was great. Core content's like the dictionary of ICT content. You don't really need anything else outside of core content. 2022 just gives you a model. Offline in session so far. Absolutely classy Instagram page, by the way. Love the formatting and color scheme. Thanks, man. I'm actually really stoked on it too. I'm really stoked on it too. It's been fun creating content with that branding. I even changed my chart colors after like fucking 3 years. So much I like it. How'd you get involved with the lab, if you don't mind me asking? I knew Alex beforehand. We were kind of in the same group and kind of, knew the same people and stuff, followed each other on socials. So we've interacted. When I was working in TOTK with Zusi, I had approached Alex to like do some streams with us. So he did some streams with us. And then we kind of just became friends, um, knew each other just through networking. And then when he started the lab, I joined the lab, hung out in there, um, was kind of in and out. And then I joined back, and Kane reached out to me just to join their team. They were looking for more traders, more analysts to stream with them, and I said yes. So, and the rest is history. Now it's been a year and a half in the lab, and I haven't looked back. It's been a lot of fun. It's been great getting to know those boys. Very, very grateful. You motivated me to reactivate my Insta. We'll be creating more content on my end too, definitely. Good stuff, man. I'm glad I was able to inspire you in some way. Very happy I was able to inspire you in some way. Good luck, dude. Yeah, just keep posting. Consistency is key, I've learned. That's the toughest thing with me for socials is because I get so focused on the trading and the streaming and whatnot that socials kind of takes a back, kind of takes like a seat in the back. And I tend to ignore it. But if you can just maintain consistency, you can get into a good groove. Um, AI helps you a lot too. There's lots of resources out there. I'm still figuring it all out too. I'm not super good with socials. Twitter, decent. Twitter's just consistency too. But I don't have a big following like some of the other people. Absolute rock solid team at the lab. Yeah, we have good group of people. Great group of people from production to socials to email to traders, like everyone top to bottom is just top notch. Yeah, outreach on social, yeah, it keeps you motivated. Yeah, once you start seeing some good metrics and some good views and stuff and engagement, it makes it a lot more fun. I hate X, no lie. Yeah, I go through phases too, where I'm not a big fan of it either. Might be going to create this 50-minute breaker in which, ooh, is everyone in the lab a trader? The socials and production? No, no, not everyone is a trader. We've got people from excuse me, from all sectors, professionals across the board. What indicator do I use? I use ICT, kill zones and pivots by trade for opportunity. And I have an SMT indicator that is a paid one. Those are the two that I use. I've been trying real hard on my end recently to be consistent, to be present as much as I can, especially when I'm based in Australia and it's bloody 10:37 p.m. here. Oh, damn, yeah. I guess you're not really time isn't really on your side if you're trying to network and capture an audience within, North America and Europe. But honestly, man, just do your best. It's not that serious. Just your trading is your number one. Your trading is going to be your number one attraction, right? You're trading in your results of said trading. I don't subscribe to the whole, LARP method where you just fake it. So if you just maintain, being genuine and any sort of content that you put out, make sure it's of high quality and that you are picky with it and you don't just like generate AI slop, like you'll get what you're looking for. So it sucks that you're dealing with the kind of the time factor, but you can schedule posts. You could do your work during the day and then you could schedule posts. That's another option. And then at least your sleep schedule's not fucked. There's lots of ways around it, but I got full faith in you, dude. Yeah, scheduling is a big one for sure. And like it often helps just to like, instead of just creating stuff on inspiration whenever you need, just block out like 90 minutes or a couple hours once a week or twice a week to like just batch create content and like create kind of like what you call it, almost like cookie cutters. So like in Figma for my trade breakdowns on Instagram, I created a frame and all I have to do is just plug and play the numbers and the charts, right? But like the frame is set already. So like it's very easy to plug and play. Same with my stories, right? Like um I have a specific story for whenever I go live. And like I just have to plug and play. I basically just change the background to a different picture if I want, change the time, and then that's it, right? So it makes it very easy. So batch create kind of stencils and like prefabs. I want to see how this 15-minute does here. So a couple things. The only liquidity that we really haven't paired is the previous daily high, and YM is nearing that. Kind of up in the 51, 446 area. So looking for that. ES is nearing its London session high. Which is, yeah, how far are we off of that? 10 points away from that on ES. We're quite a ways away from it on NQ. Still 250 points away from it on NQ. Yeah, I have the projections up, Chaz. -2 is on London high. I was just about to get there. It's a 15-minute breaker as well. So if this 15-minute breaker gets created, then you do have a potential setup for longs up into London high. But keep in mind, right? ES is going to be near its London high already. So we're going to have that liquidity paired and we're going to have S&T, a lot sooner than we'd like. But we'll see what this 50-minute candle does in the next minute and a half. If it creates that 15-minute breaker, then we've got some potential. I will be reaching out to the lab in the upcoming days. Def would love to collab. I have heaps to offer. I just need to build my data and history to back my claims and results. Yeah, look forward to hearing from you. I just try to build my followers as well. Not that easy, but got inspired by you guys since I am a full-time trader, stream every day as well. But like to watch others. Long walk to freedom. It definitely is a grind to build following, especially starting from scratch. We've all been there. Um, but yeah, just keep grinding it out. What's your channel? Where do you stream? Would you take it on ES as it is leading? Nah, not really. I wouldn't. R to R just isn't there for ES. And it's already created its 15-minute breaker too. YOLO Van coin. Gotcha. Gotcha. There's the 15-minute breaker. Let's see the H1 for value gap. Yeah. Very curious to see how today prints. Very, very curious to see how it prints. Morning, Punisher. It's average win rate and RR. Over time in my results, it's been high 60s, low 70s. Average R to R 2.5. That can be grown though, for sure in my findings. Oh, did it tap it? It did tap it. Took a sip of coffee and it tapped my POI. That accuracy is commendable. And it's all about replicating it on in live markets too. Back-tested results don't always reflect live results. So like I don't bat at a 70% win rate. I'm probably 60, mid 60s, I think. There's always going to be that little bit of behavioral slippage that you get. We're leaving a really nice fair value gap there for us to tag into. Really nice tap on that 15-minute breaker. Just had a quick tap of it. Didn't really get much of a chance to get long. We got lots of time. 9:30's around the corner. I'm in no rush. I'm not going to scramble just because it tapped my POI and I didn't get to enter in time. Yeah, and M&Q just missed it in general. That wouldn't have deterred me, but yeah, I think we can. I think we can. We could tap it again. The OB hasn't been retested inside the M15, so no rush. I mean, technically it has. You got your OB confirmation at 7:45 when we closed above the body. So you got a tap into it the immediate candle after. But what we do have is this fair value gap inside of the, or in alignment with the breaker. 9:30 coming up. If we can expand, retrace at 9:30, and then get a dig, unless new information presents. It's so nice when you sit back and say no rush. The scene is full of lessons. Yeah. Yeah, man. It's really not that serious. Like if you, trading setups are like buses, man. You're always gonna have another setup coming, right? Always gonna have another setup coming. So if you trust that your model will reprint again, then you have nothing to worry about. You don't need to be chasing. You don't need to be worried that you missed a trade. Sure, you're gonna get bothered by it. If you're gonna, be pissed off that you missed a trade, whatever. I get upset when I miss trades too. It happens, but you don't have to act on that, right? Yeah, especially if New York Open is on the verge, literally. Hi, George. How are you, bro? In about 7 minutes, we'll be joined by Kane. So far, what's the time frame for execution that you absolutely love? I love the 15-minute, dude. I fucking love entering on the 15-minute chart. It's so good. It's so chill. It's very clear. It removes a lot of the blur that you get from low time frames, and it still gives you really good entries if you know what you're doing with it, of course. Session liquidity in 15-minute time frame. That shit slaps. I just entered this breaker. We'll see. Good luck, bro. Good luck. Good luck. Just open the PCs and watching the market. I'm not so sure if it is long day for Nas. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm kind of conflicted as well, right? Um, Obviously, we're in kind of a little bit of a bearish downturn. We have potential to reach further down into -2 of the 4-hour breaker, which, if you look in the past, few weeks, like I guess perfect example would be this one, right? This is very similar to what we've had, right? We had this wire breaker from middle of May. We tagged -2, took out this low. I think we created some sort of, yeah, we had SMT with YM down here. Yeah, this old low. So tag -2, and then we have a 4-hour breaker here as well. -2 is resting kind of inside of this 4-hour breaker here that has yet to be tagged into, right? So we have projections, we have 4-hour breaker, we have a ton of bullish or bearish SMTs. Here's my chart. Obviously, YM is kind of out to lunch, and it's kind of strange what it's doing. So it's kind of tough to take, a lot of weight, or to take a lot of emphasis and add a lot of emphasis on the SMTs that are being created by YM. But if we get something with ES at London High, we can potentially see a further downturn. So like I do have a lower spot, but we do have long criteria as well, right? With bullish SMTs printing a daily low, Asia low, London low. We have a 50-minute breaker. We have projections, really nice projections on London High and Asia, or previous daily high. So double click the price scale for price to snap back in view. Ooh, that's a good tip. So if you're kind of like this, or if I have, ES or YM, ooh, that's good. I like that. Thank you, Twisted. That's actually sick. Because this happens lots with the compare tool. I'll open up and it'll be like this. So if I just go like that, oh, that's that's huge. That's huge. Thank you for that. Yeah, and yeah, watch the daily might be candle two. I mean, it could be can. That's another thing, George. It could be candle two, but it could also be candle three. Because yesterday was candle two, right? It's not often that we form a swing after a swing, right? So we might be seeing lower prices. So I'm a little bit hesitant for longs for that reason, right? Because we do have some structure for lower prices. Yeah, I'm not touching at 9:30. Oops. Swing. Yeah, I could do the swing. It's what I'm kind of looking for. Um, Judas back up into like the weekly open, maybe up into the hourly breaker. Create some SMT at London High. That would be sick. I think in order for me to get long, I need to see a strength switch. Like I would need to see YM. So this low at 7:30 here on NQ. I want to see this low hold. I don't want to see this low get ran out, but I want to see YM. I'd like to see YM Judas swing down into that 7:30 low, create SMT with E at, or NQ at that low. That'd be kind of a strength switch. And that would allow me to get long, knowing that this is likely a protected low. Um, ES could rate it as well, but would rather YM. Might be kind of one of those wait for 9:30. Patience is going to be very important today, right? It's extremely easy to kind of get all caught up in what's going on the chart right now and think that you need to do something immediately with what's being presented to you. If you just take a step back, and I'm speaking to myself too, if you can just take a step back, look at it from a broad range perspective and stop thinking in the moment, right? Think a little bit longer term. Think, do I really need to be involved right here? Especially if I'm conflicted, I don't need to choose a side, right? Um, Honestly, like a good, well, there's two different quotes. I'm gonna use the more professional and less crude, less crude quote. Um, Thinking about when you think about taking setups, like if you show up to the chart and you see a trade and you would be extremely surprised if it failed or if it didn't work out, those are the types of trades you want to take, right? Whereas if you show up and I wouldn't be surprised if this low gets ran out and we continue lower, right? That tells me, okay, maybe I need a little more information to be confident in this setup, right? So I don't need to be active all the time, is what I'm saying. NFP is tomorrow, twisted. You're right, it's NFP week. It's tomorrow. Tomorrow at 8:30. I went on a hot streak for like 5, 6 weeks, got almost 100K in payouts, but last 2 weeks, I think I got complacent and just started blowing through evals and funded, started rushing and lost my patience. Yeah, money will do that to you. Um, it's happened to me too, where you get on a hot streak, you get some payouts, and then you do get complacent. It's very important to kind of check yourself. And it don't matter what you did yesterday, what you did the day before. All that matters is the most important trade to focus on is the next one. And you really need to just kind of forget what has happened in the past. It's all behind you. As long as you heeded any sort of lesson that came from it, it's most important that you just focus on right now. I mean, congrats on the payouts. That's absolutely amazing. And remind yourself that if you can do it once, you can do it again. So you just have to kind of dial back in. Don't need to be blowing through evals and fundeds. Just get back to what you did to get you to that point earlier, right? I believe Kane should be joining shortly, so I'm going to get my headset on. Needed that reminder. Appreciate that. Going to slow down and just take it one at a time. Yeah, man, that's the best way to. That's the best approach. You got it. You got it in you. Thanks for saying that, man. I need to hear that. Yeah. Hey, there's going to be someone to remind you to stop being a dickhead. It's going to be me. It's going to be me. And the thing is, nah, is you don't you got a bunch of payouts. You don't need to go and make more money immediately, right? You got a little bit of time, a little bit of a little bit more time. You can afford to kind of get yourself set up again, start scaling again. I'm in a short. Alex is in a short. Ooh. Good luck, dude. We still got that 6 a.m. Devils mark to get into as well. I wouldn't hate to see that. Kane's coming in.
Chat.
Hello, handsome.
How you doing?
How are you? I'm good, man. Good. How are you doing?
Chilling, brother. Chilling. I'm actually in a long right now.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Whereabouts?
262.
Okay,
I think it's
nice.
gonna get. I think it's gonna get me though. But small size, trying to hold on to it. We will see. Um. Yeah.
We will see indeed.
I think it looks good here. 15-minute low. They buy it back off this low. If not, could be cooked. Could be cooked. Morning, guys. Morning. Chat? How are you doing? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Mr. Bray, what are you looking at?
I am looking at the same thing as you. I'm just a little bit conflicted at the moment because I do see a potential for us to get lower. Um, I like the 15-minute breaker that we got going on. I like the sweep of all these failure swings that we've had since Friday. We have met projections, so it is possible for sure. It's a valid setup, but I am a little conflicted just because ES is already kind of nearing the high that I would like to target. We have some projections lower. We have the -2 and some -4s below, the -2 being the 4-hour bearish breaker that we set up on Wednesday, yesterday. And we could go and I could see us going to take that and creating some previous weekly low S&T with ES, because ES is kind of close to that previous weekly low. So, and yesterday being a C2, today sets up for a C3. So I'm kind of conflicted. I see a basis for shorts, but I don't have a setup yet. I see the basis for longs, but the shorts are kind of keeping me on the fence. So I'm kind of sitting and waiting for some more info. Um, would like to see kind of a strength switch, maybe see YM sweep out its 730 low, or we get some sort of S&T inside of this 50-minute breaker to capture a long. But at the moment, I'm chilling probably until 9:30.
Yeah.
But I like the idea for sure. I think we can get up into this big 1 hour gap from 4 a.m.
Yeah.
Get back up into that 50%.
I agree, actually. I actually think that we could just trade back through all of this overnight range at the open.
I wouldn't hate that. I'd like to see an entry opportunity present for me to capture that for sure. I just want to wait. I'm going to wait a little bit longer. I think maybe 9:30 can give us a dig back into the this for value gap. And I'm just demanding a little more info just due to the confliction. But if it wants to rip right off of this 50-minute breaker and go for that London high and then some, then I mean, shit, that's gonna be a printer.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, if it rips down at the open, sucks to suck. But
Yeah.
I got stopped at the open yesterday and I was short, so that hurt a little bit. But
Oof.
um,
Yeah.
in hindsight, it kind of made sense. So I think we could just rebalance most of that overnight session. The only downside is the more I kind of want to see us clear like 350s before the open. Um, and if it's above 350s, I think it makes more sense to go to 530s than 150s. You know,
Hmm. Yeah, I like that London high big time.
I know trades risk free. I'm not really that attached to anymore.
Oh, nice. If this open is shit, I'm gonna play golf. Don't blame you.
Yeah. What's my typical trade size? It depends. Like there are times when I've thrown like crazy size on, but typically an average trade, if I'm getting into it, could be 3 to 6 minis. If I'm not like fully in tune with the market, or I'm waiting for the market to warm up to more of a range bound market, two, which is typically what you'll see me put on a lot of the time, like 1 to 2. But most of my P&L has come from, well, I don't want to lie here. I would say the large portion of my P&L has come from smaller trades, like 3, 6, maybe even, closer to 10. But obviously, a substantial amount has come from larger, you know, degenerate trades.
Cape Town vibes.
Can either you win or I win? Hey, we're all winners, right? We're all winners.
Still have to read that profile on Business Insider. Yeah, do it, Fred. It's actually I read it. It's a good article.
Oh, bro, there's been like 10 reposts of that article now.
Yeah, you should be able to get it without paywall for sure.
Yeah. Bro, I feel bad for the Kane Simons lawyer in the UK. He must get a bunch of fucking people message him.
Oh, there's another Kane Simons.
Yeah, it's funny actually.
And he's a lawyer.
Yeah, he's a lawyer, yeah.
You should hire him. Kane Simons representing Kane Simons.
Honestly, bro, if I ever got into a large criminal dispute, I would, because that would be fucking hilarious. And I tell him the only reason I'm doing this is because we share the same name. Here's the AOL version. Um, it's there's no paywall on it.
Dude, if I was in the jury of your trial
You'd be getting absolutely mind fucked, wouldn't you?
and they said Kane Simons represented Kane Simons, I'd be like, what? What? It's like this guy's got game.
If we find the defendant Kane Simon's guilty, I'd be like, well, sucks to be you, mate.
Yeah. Start locking up the lawyer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be funny.
I just need to find a an accountant with the name Kane Simons, and we'll just start at a firm called Kane Simons, and we'll just
Kane Simon's
offer.
conglomerate. That shit would be good.
Yeah, we're getting some slow tape moving right now. It's stalling a little bit.
Hmm.
What's the indicator that shows the SMT? That is the only indicator that is not free, actually, or available. It's a indicator that 2 degrees coded for me, and yeah, it's just like more accurate, I would guess. Yeah,
Corny
exactly.
Nick.
You can't buy it either. It's not even available to purchase, bro. I don't want to sell an indicator, so apologies. SMT divergences V2 buy out of the options. Good morning, Mr. Nicholas. Claude can replicate this shit for me. Probably, yeah. I mean, I'm almost sure of it. Allow 30-second inversions. I can assure you, Claude can't replicate 90% of create indicators. There you go. I've actually never tried. It's one thing I've never tried to do. Do you look for absorption at standard deviation levels for a higher probable reversal? To some degree, I would guess. Has Mythos leaked? People are like claiming to. I'm long, yeah. Mainly to 350s. I would happily flip short at 350s. Am I buying Bitcoin? Sean, you want to know something? I bought Bitcoin at 65K, right? And I've held that thing for a fucking while. Those ads I added at 65K. It was like 65, 500. I added so much in here and then just forgot about it. Straight up, I've actually just forgot about it, right? 80K. I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. And now it's back at fucking 63K. I think 63K is naturally an okay buy though. I'm waiting to get paid some moolah. I'm gonna deposit it to the old Kraken and go from there. But some alts are fucking running right now. I saw. I mean, we can delete most of the Solana shit. I actually think that the big buy for me will be ETH sub 1.5K. I think it's just programmed. You buy ETH at 1.5K, and I think it's just the buy of a fucking century. Complete non-financial advice, just what I would probably do, but I personally will chuck, you know, a good 7 figures into ETH at 1.5K and forget about it.
Getting a decent expansion now.
Yeah, but fucking ES is already at that fucking high.
Yeah.
For me, crypto is too good for money laundering and tax evasion. Suit yourself, Mr. Miller. I obviously do not participate in those activities. Thank you.
Don't worry, we don't pocket watch here. I think some of you guys do. I think some of you might.
No,
Not Mr. Millet.
not Mr.
Not
Millet.
Mr. Millet, though.
Who's going to be at the Ninja Trader
Legend.
event on the 6th, on the 18th? Kane Summers advises. No comment. Yeah, no comment, please. Yeah, that would actually be so. It'd just be so comical, wouldn't it? I almost like want to get into trouble now, just so I can have him represent me.
When it's Snapper.
He's actually a personal injury lawyer. That sucks. Just fell over somewhere. Sean, come over and kick me down the stairs. Oh, what have I done? Why have I removed that? Yeah, ES is already at that 4 hour high. It's something to be careful of, right? That's one thing I will say. Like, if ES takes out that high and NQ's lower, NQ starts showing lower at the open, I personally would flatten and look to trade a break lower. But I would hate it if they don't, if they don't tag 6 o'clock open at 9:30 or before and leave that 4 hour candle without a wick. I would trade a break lower and then I would buy it back at 10. But to be honest, if we get a good 10 a.m. candle, sorry, a 6 a.m. candle, and 6 a.m. can open lower, close higher into 9:30, I actually think that we could get a pretty decent retrace back to the high.
Yeah, I agree.
Whoa, 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 whoa. 9:30 yesterday was the high of the NQ.
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems a bit much that we did it at 9:30. They're so rough, man. Stopped me out by like literally 7 points and ran.
I got rage baited by NQ yesterday, big time. I was in shorts basically all afternoon yesterday during the stream. Stopped me out and then delivers it at 4.
Oh shit. Yeah, they really did, didn't they?
I got fucking rage baited.
To be honest, that 15 minute you like that 10:30 trade was fucking clean actually.
Yeah. Yeah,
10:30 was
I
fucking
fumbled that
nice.
one. Yeah, that one was nice. I
Yeah, I
fumbled
took a
that one
couple.
too.
I was short, long the low. Got break even after the it traded through the opening range back above Asia low. And then I covered thinking, all right, I want to get into some short here on some 15-minute high and gave back all of the fucking money that I'd made off the low. And I was like, you know what? We call it here. Took one more trade, took a $600 stop out. I was like, yeah, log off. Thank you.
I would like to see, yeah, NQ get up into this fair value gap, take that 6 a.m. open. I could see us creating some sort of divergence with London High with ES. And I'd get another dig lower into some more projections. That'd be swell. And then go long from there at 10. So kind of like 9:30 give you that initial impulse, Judas lower into those projections, and then set up 10 for low.
Yeah.
Just keep running highs. Grind it
Honestly,
slowly and do nothing till 2 p.m. Yeah, could do that too. Yeah. I might be joining Sean and going to play golf.
fuck that. It couldn't pay me to play golf with Sean.
No?
No, I'm just kidding. I just winding Sean up. I don't know. Sean's probably a lot better than me at golf. So, yeah, exactly. No sandbaggers. That's exactly what a good golf player says, by the way. Yeah, no sandbaggers today. Thank you.
108 beats per minute heart rate before the open is just normal. Yeah, yeah, it's low, I think.
108 BPM. That is low, no?
I mean, for sitting on your ass at your desk, it's pretty high, I guess.
Yeah, but JL's just tried to pull the head off of it all afternoon. And now he's turning up to the market.
He's fresh out of a plane,
Yeah,
30,000
exactly.
feet. I
Do you ever line up the daily PO3 with the 4 hour PO3? Yes, I do. That's exactly what I try and do. Yeah. This trade that I'm in right now, all I'm really focused on is getting out of it at 350s because I actually think that we could go 350s, maybe 380s, and then pull back to the downside. If they come back and stop me out here, it won't be nice, but also I would be able to make sense of it, especially after it just tagged out that hourly high at 919, 920. So yeah. But personally, I would fucking hate it if ES does not take out that London high from here. Like actually it would be gross. But we gotta see. We'll see what the open does in four if we're still in this trade. The market may absolutely die before then. Daily set to go lower. You come into 10 a.m., but the 6 a.m. 4 hour says 10 will go higher. What do you do? Um, it depends. Did I long the low? If I didn't long the low, assuming that like I didn't get a, I didn't get in at some swing lower, I'd probably give it like one or two shots at some short, on the basis I'd size on the fact that I'm probably getting stopped out and that the trade is probably happening in the PM, which happened yesterday. Fucking horrible retrace into this fucking 930, I can tell you that. They could have just opened it at the high. That would have been nice. Let me load Trade of 8 so that I can watch this open in real time. It might log me out of this account on my PC though. Oh, they're just going to stop me right before the open and rally, aren't they? Aren't they? Funny little bid collapse. Yeah, just absolutely disappeared. Buyers on the NQ just were like, I'm okay. Maybe we can buy this lower. At this point, my break even set to $70. Probably gets slipped at the open, but we will see. If not, we go on to make 1,500 on the first contract. And if we go to higher day, then it's another 5K on that one. But I actually think that we're probably gonna get stopped out, to be honest. Break even though, I will say. Okay, 20 seconds before you get to watch my break even stop get hit and then it rallies to the high. Or maybe not even 20 seconds. You might be able to get it, see it right now. Here we go. Yep, there we go. Oh, they get silly. Honestly, I'd buy this again. Right, let me cancel these bids. These limits. That sound is the bell. We need a better sound actually, because that bell is horrible. Horrible. We got a new hourly low here. We do. We have an hourly high. We have a 4 hour low, hourly low, 15-minute low. Let me buy it. Very British. Yeah, it's a very British bell. You're all right. No. Oh, fucking hell. I nearly sold one. Well, I wouldn't have hurt.
Get a good reaction out of here.
Motherfuckers. Pricks. Absolute fucking pricks. Come back, come back, come back, come back.
Oh no. I'm watching your
I'm
screen.
in. I'm in.
There you go. Okay.
I'm in two. Again. Same plan. Just deviate the open.
There you go.
Yeah. Honestly, though, would I even want it to come back to where my fucking entry is? Yeah, but I'll trail. I want to see a pretty aggressive bid out of here, boys and girls. If they don't step on it, then I'll let it go. Especially if they can't get through this right here. Get through 300s. Come on. Get through 311s now. Come on. Get your ass moving. Oh, sorry. I'm watching my screen, but you guys have this one on. Dang. Come on, trade 349. ES take out that overnight high. I'm gonna go break even here. Definitely don't want to see it come back now. 60 points. Put my stop in at $100. Would struggle to lose money on that now.
Very nice. Very nice. That 6 a.m. open. Yes, hunting that London high.
Yeah. That's really where I want to get one off, right? And then that's it, right? After that, whatever happens, happens. Nicky Long. Push it. Push it. Come on, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Thank you. Sweet. We lock in 1,500 bucks on that one. I actually think that this is gonna potentially set up to be a pretty good bullish day. So I'm gonna try and stay in this. Yeah, that was a fucking easy 100 points. That was crazy.
I'm joining longs with you on that 5 minute creation there. Had a bad fill, but see if we can get up into London High.
Yeah, I think it's good. Long from 261. Yeah. I would to be honest, if I was here during London, I would have definitely been long off of this, right? I would have definitely been aiming for this. This would be my trade, my main trade, right? And I would have 1,000% have got stopped break even at the low on this low, and I would be fuming right now. They should just buy this straight out of here.
Buy one more.
Yeah.
Full size. We'll see.
Oh, tell us again. You want me to show you what the trade? Okay, so I would have probably been long here at 7 because it's 6, 4 hour low, hourly low, all those good things. 5 minute. We got a break, nice retrace into this gap. I would have been long right here. Let's just say I would have covered the low. My I would have been aiming for this discounted level, like 1,000%. Like this is the main area I would have been aiming for. Um, but my trade would have probably looked like this, right? And I would have been break even on this, especially after it ran 95 points. I'd been break even and I would have got stopped at the open and then it would immediately ran to my TP. And yeah, that's just the way the cookie would have crumbled for me. ES took out that overnight high. Um, it's not really much to do from a trade management perspective because I'm just going to cover a few more ticks just so that we definitely don't lose money on it for no reason whatsoever. Because this 4 hour low, um, we hung around here a lot. We traded into that hourly low at the open. We got long off basically the opening range, but it was more of the gap down, rebalance, and then go. Um, we'll call it an opening range trade because it's basically the entry is the opening range. I added on a break. Um, and then yeah, taking one off at discount because I actually could fully see them send it lower from there. If not, my full expectation is they trade higher. I think it's one of those trades that you get in and try and stay in. If 10 takes the high, not really, not if they create this swing down here, especially with all of this price action down here when I look at these wicks, right? They hung around here. You've got a nice W formation break, takes the low, lot of pain. I think it's a really good spot. I think it's a really, really good long.
My only concern is that we just got this London High SMT already. Yes, already taken it out. So gonna have to
S-
play somewhat careful because we do have context for this hourly for value gap to bring us back down into more lows to create this. So I'm gonna be playing extremely cautious here. Like if we create this 1 minute breaker, I honestly have half the mind to flip, to be honest, but that's it's a tough flip. We'll see.
I like the long. I like it. It's gonna find some trouble here.
Mm-hmm. It just requires a little more of a careful eye for me. I came into today kind of conflicted already, so I've got to deal with kind of sorting out all of the probabilities in my head.
Honestly, it's not the best. It's not the best kind of trading day for me. So it's kind of a long that I would want to stay in. I'm kind of staying in it for the next 20 minutes at least. If they come tag me at my break even spot, great. They can have it. They can have it. I don't love it that much. Um, but I would want to see how 10 a.m. opens. That's it. That's really all I care about now.
I think I'm gonna flip.
Think you're gonna go short?
Yeah,
I think flipping would require a lot of fucking balls, but Fez, if you can do it, you're a better man than me. I can't ever flip trades.
I don't know about better, maybe stupider, but
Stupider, that kind of suggests you are, yeah.
let's see. All right. 303 fill, stop at the high, which is 364 and a half. Let's see. Let's see us not have too much trouble in here. Closing this 15-minute bearish would be nice.
Yeah, he has thrown a lot of people off, it seems.
Nice. Okay. The idea is going to be this works out two off, half off at the low, and then holding the rest for the -2 of the 4 hour breaker from Wednesday, which also lines up perfectly with the -4 of this 1 minute breaker that we are currently in on. It's a good 15-minute closure. Yes, failing that London high as well.
I don't want to bullshit you, but I am ready to buy this again at 70s if it goes back.
Yeah, giver, giver, giver.
So Mac, I saw the message the other day, right? But we didn't get around to speaking about it. So they want $2 million or pounds, and then they want 290K to get it to London. So they want $2.3 million for a 300K car.
Ray, talk to us. What you doing? I mean, I highlighted my whole plan. So shorted the 1 minute breaker here on that flip. Was initially long in the 5 minute breaker. Flip short Entry at 303.25, as you can see on my screen. Stop's going to be at the high, looking for us to get down into the current low of day, which is where I'll partial off and go break even. And then the remainder is going to be taken off at -4 of the 1 minute breaker, which is also in alignment with the 4 hour breaker -2 from yesterday. So very simple. We will see. This one was incredibly uncomfy to flip. I don't like flipping either. Like I rarely ever do it, but this was one
Hey man, it's
where,
fucking paying. It's paying.
yeah, it's just it's uncomfy. It's the way it's printing is
You got
definitely not
paid.
uncomfy, but it was definitely uncomfortable to do it. With those real words. Shut up, Nick. You know what I'm talking about.
Stupider. Sorry. It was just like funny. You don't feel stupider now, do you?
No,
Good.
no.
This is a great flip. Sorry. When people say stupider, a part of my
It
childish
makes
brain just goes like, that's not a real word.
I know, I know. I know. It only validates it
Yeah, it's so
that I
funny.
am indeed stupider.
Yeah, but like, when people are like, wow, you're just so stupider. It's like, oh, I'm the stupid one.
It should be a word, but the fact that it's not honestly makes it funnier.
Yeah. So
All
so
right.
basically they want 1.5 million. They want me to pay 5x for a car from Thailand. I'm a fucking purse. No thanks. Okay, we've got 15 minutes here until 10 a.m. I could be convinced to buy it off this low at 220s, but it's kind of gone. It's definitely gone. Um, yeah, it's if they trade 260s, I'd take it off. Oh, they might just come back and grab me. I'll take one. I'm definitely not interested in giving any good money back.
Didn't even tap the -2.
Oh, I like this trade a little bit more now, actually.
+2. Oh, sorry, my bad. My bad, my bad. Don't be a Yeah, I gotta be a glass half full kind of guy.
Oh, they're running. They're
Yeah.
stepping on it. Mother truckers.
Let's see what's going on here.
Okay, 60 traded. I'm not interested in it. Thank you.
Oof. Missed that 2 standard deviation by a C hair. Did it tap it on NQ? No, it just missed it too. On the micro, it definitely missed it.
Okay. I I wanted to long those 700s before, the 270s before. They gave them to me this time. I wouldn't want to keep something heavy on this. I probably have like a 30-point stop on one. I'd have to be tighter if I went to. Um, but I kind of want to see them dig into like 90s before a retrace. I'm going to be the guy that longed the top. Okay, I actually want to see this defended now. It's a much nicer 20-point stop. I see it going down. Yeah, I can also see that. But ES is saying fuck you and fuck me.
Just gonna let it do its thing.
Yeah, don't blame me.
I got
This
no
is
reason to mess around with it.
Yeah, they got me. Um, did they get me? Did I just flip? Uh, what happened here? Was I in two? Oh, wow, what a cunt. I'm an idiot. So dumb. Why was I in two?
It only closed you out on one and it kept you in the other.
Oh, yeah. So dumb. I got in two, but then when I put my stop in, I only put it in for one.
Ah, that's a
It's
piss
okay.
shiver when that
Well,
happens. It's like, why am I still in?
yeah, I was confused. I was confused. You're not sticking to what, bro, politely, if we close this 4 hour swing right here at 10 a.m., you're going to be asking me what to do. So let's just keep it that way. All right. This is a trade that I take a lot, especially the last 10 minutes of the 4 hour candle, because if this just piss rockets to the upside and creates a swing, everyone's left holding their dick in their hands other than me. It's true though.
That's one way to say it, I guess. I mean, that's the only way to say it, I think. That's the best way to say it.
Yeah, I'm not trading on my chart though. I'm trading on my laptop, to be honest with you. Just keeping it a buck, actually. Man,
I didn't even realize we have over 200 people in here.
fucking wankers.
Ooh, this don't look good for me.
See, now I'm the one fucking holding my dick in my hand like an absolute prick.
Fuck. Probably gonna eat this one too. The failure swings. They got me yesterday, getting me today.
Was a small minute, 1 minute version of it. Yeah, I would never take that. But the thing is like I would love it to just dig into those 220s. I would have been in. Okay.
Kind of need to see it just if it's gonna deliver in my direction. I need to see it go from here. I like that swing that we put in. Taking that gap. Let's see us just start to maintain below 930 that we're kind of playing around there. What's the target, lads? I just got on. Well, me and Kane are, I think we're opposite right now. So we'll tell you two different things.
I'm trying to buy it actually,
Yeah.
which is rare. Yeah, which oh, I can't even say that out loud. I was about to say as a complete joke, yeah, he's long, I'm sure, we're sharing in the profits, but the reality is that's against the law.
I won't say nothing. I think I'd have to trade more contracts to make it fair, but
Yeah. think I'm just a widen this, and I'm just gonna put in an order of 220s just to be on the safe side. And I'm gonna put two in here, and this is just a complete invalidation on longs. And if at 10 a.m. we don't create a swing, I'm just gonna flatten everything and probably do nothing because that's the whole thesis for my trades right now.
Kane buying when co-host selling doesn't make sense. Ah, we got to keep you guys on your toes. How are you gonna fade us if we're both one of us long is one of us is short? Top Step TV should do that. Keep them guessing. You're short too, Zeus.
We just have to get above 80s by 10. If we're above 80s by 10, we're chilling. If not, it's a bad day to be me. Top
We're
Step
above
TV.
80s before 10. I'm gonna be afraid, and it's gonna be a bad day to be a beer.
Like low time frame, because what I'm looking at over here is I actually think it just makes so much sense to do this.
Top Step TV short of the Pico bottom.
Run out all of these,
At least they're consistent.
buy the 4 hour the hourly low, re-offer off of that, and then go. Yeah, Top Step shorting the bottom. That sounds familiar.
Mhm.
Why I'm going to the moon again? Absolute nuts, isn't it? The fact they do it so. Jane Street's watching that stream. They're taking the other side of that trade a lot of the time. They want prop firm traders to copy so they lose. I don't know about that. That seems so far fetched. Do you not think? Like if I owned a prop, I think the last thing I'd put effort and money into would be creating a whole ass stream to get people to lose. People just lose anyway.
I mean, they consistently short bottoms and long tops and live stream it to the whole Top Step community. I mean, did you ever think that maybe they're just fucking bad traders?
But also, maybe no. You know what? I would actually give Dakota his stripes. He's actually not that bad, right? But a lot of the time, he's like heavy swing positions via options, so never on stream. And two, the other guy, the J, I've never seen that guy trade well, to be honest. But I've never, I don't sit there and like study them. But honestly, if they consistently do it and people are watching, they would be smart enough to not copy it. No, that's my thesis.
Yeah. If they have any sort of like recurring customers, recurring viewers, then like they'll get the gist eventually.
Yeah, I think they do have a pretty loyal Top Step TV base.
Hmm.
Jake Rishi, you mean Rake? What's up with what about Rake?
Better watch Ninja Trader TV. They got a solid program.
So the Only thing I fucking hate about this right now is that 10 a.m. is going to create a swing. Well, let's not count our chickens. We have 30 seconds left. However, ES is likely to just take the high and die. So it's probably going to be a flatten when it takes the high and see what happens. We just have to close above 248s, which is right here. Okay. It officially did not create a swing, which is fucking gross. However, ES did, which is even worse. Oh, now I'm sat here like, what do we do? Not really going anywhere on the 5 minute either. Let me remove all the drawings.
Yeah, we're fucking
Oh,
stuck. We're
we
so
are just
stuck.
stuck. Yeah. When in doubt, go to the RTH chart. Oh, yay. Looks so good. Nice gap down. Traded into Monday's open, Monday's low. Absolutely just got stuffed. I'm gonna leave it on because, well, ES hasn't taken out that high yet. But honestly, as soon as ES takes out that high, I'm gonna flatten everything. So
Yeah, this is painful.
choppy to boppy. Yeah, I put in a DLL of 2K. So I did that before I came on stream.
I want to stick around to see if my shit hits TP on stream, but at this rate,
You gonna fuck
my
off and
net.
play golf?
No, I gotta do some yard work today. No golf for me, unfortunately. Do a bunch of shit today. Gotta take care of that grass.
Yeah, we got a fuck ton of rain yesterday. So my grass is looking pretty good again. Man, they really fucking don't want to trade 220s. I'd actually rather trade 220s on the way to a stop out than they go higher and leave me with one. 270s, entries at 225, 220s, which means what? My entry will be where chats, my cost basis will be. Anyone know? Oh, you're about to find out. Maybe not. You might. 250s. There we go. 245.
What I might do instead of having my partial at the low, I might put it at this low with the -2, just in case NQ wants to form another silly failure swing with that low and go and rip to my entry again. So once it hits, if I hit my partial area, I'll go break even and we'll let the rest ride.
Fucking kicked my camera stand. criminal if they leave that low now. They can,
There's
they
my partial.
yeah, they can have that. It's like
Go
$4
breaky.
off my DLO anyway, so I'm gonna close out trade of eight and be done with that. Because there's never a
But
million years where I can short this from here. So
it's a gruesome hold for me. Holy shit, I was uncomfy.
what about McLaren? Sorry, I wasn't reading chat. What about McLaren?
What price is the. There's the low. Beautiful. It's -2 at 68. I want to see us continue to fall through, to be honest.
Yeah, I would also want that to be fair.
Okay. Think I'm chilling now. Trade's risk free. Think I'm gonna bounce. Good if I leave it with you there, boss man?
Yes, brother, of course.
All
Congrats,
right.
nice trade.
Thank you.
Good reverse flip.
The stupider idea, of course, but
But the better one.
sometimes being stupider is smarter.
It's true, yeah. Nah, it was nice, man. And
Yeah,
I personally find it hard to fucking flip, so it was
it's
nice. It was a
tough.
really good trade.
It is tough. Yeah. Okay. Shit. We gotta get the can we get the timestamps producers for that trade? Because I wanna do a breakdown and stuff for it. If you guys don't mind, just send me a message for that. Um, okay.
Touch
Yeah,
it.
I'm gonna bounce. Yeah,
Goodbye, brother.
see you guys later.
Ciao, ciao. I've been meaning to do this, so I'm gonna buy 5 TPT accounts fast chat because they are the only firm that I consistently fuck up with. So I'm still trying to get my my shit sorted there. Please don't do this. What code? What code should I use? No fee 30? You could just use code lab. Same thing, by the way. Uh, can't use your own code. JL, I know I can't use my own code. That wasn't what I was doing. Also, by technicality, the code is officially under a business account, and I am not the business. Where do I see it going? In full truth, I don't even have the chart open right now. So give me a couple of seconds. I mean, ES, when I look at ES right now on screen, fuck, I don't see it going down. Like for me to get bearish on ES, I think it has to trade through the open, right? But it did just take out London high. It did just do all of the things that we wanted it to do. But I'm not like, oh my gosh, this is going to zero right now, like I do with some of my other shorts. So I actually do think that they could buy it here, but maybe that's some preconceived bias from earlier. But realistically, I should be long right here. I'm just not, you know? Okay, I have the TPT accounts. I have five 150K TPT accounts. Use code LAB at checkout. Oh, apparently I have six. Apparently I already had one. Let me check. Back at 270s. Um, 'If ES takes this high, NQ could die. Yes, they're very much good. I mean, this I'd be break even on this side getting taken, right? But this just looks really bullish. Just a deeper pullback than I probably would have liked here. ES and NQ just very weak. And now they're kind of switching. Yes, Alex. Yeah, that's what it means. Sorry. Ten o'clock took the low, traded back into the open, retested the open so far, and now trading higher. Made 10 hour before New York Open. Rest 100 made 1.2. Second trade entry. Nice. Long at 10:08. Yeah. I wasn't looking at it, sadly. I like it though. I do like it. So sucky though. I more or less only trade 150Ks, to be honest with you. I just don't have time to fuck around with the sizing. Yeah, the sad news is I'm probably not going to be able to buy it here unless they reoffer 270s. But then that's just me trading the opening range again. Oh wait, 270s is right here. Make up your mind, Kane. Oh, what the fuck? Do you trade time-based ranges? That's a Ralph thing. It's not a Kane thing. How do you kill your ego in trading? You have to just understand you're just not that guy. All right. I didn't take this by the way because it's right there, and I wasn't well, actually not that I wasn't quick enough. I tried to limit, and Tradeovate was like, "Are you sure you would like to limit across all of these accounts?" Disgusting. What's disgusting? 10 a.m. reversal. ES took out that fucking high again. So gross. Thing is, right, you have two competing 10 a.m. reversals right now. ES is tagging the high. At 1.2, I didn't like it. Yeah. I mean, if it was to yes, on some Wanda type shit. If it was to rebalance 50% of this range and trade higher, I could be convinced. But ES at the high, I'm like, meh. ES has got to go after all this. Mm. It's looking a bit gross. Anyone in a trade right now? Be sure to like and subscribe to the stream, by the way, if you're not already. The opening range trade would have fucking played. Brr. Took to the MPO3 long on NQ. That's nice. OR's clean sometimes. Yeah, that's other than a mess. From 231. Targeting 365 if this shit's shit. If this hits, I quit my job. Wait, what? Yeah, it was, yeah, bro. Mainly for the fact that like I had like a few back-to-back winners. Um and I basically rolled profit to profit to profit. So what started out as like a 4K trade developed into like a 10K and then into like a pretty nice like 60, 70K trade. But yeah, I think from P&L on the month, it was like 150K, just over. And to be honest, it, once I got closer to that number, I slowed right down. Like I was like, I haven't had a nice, you know, decent six-figure month for a while. So I'm just gonna take it, I'm gonna hit it and quit it. McLaren time. After taxes, we're a quarter of the way there. Man, it's kind of dumb that this fucking had to happen and we couldn't just close and then right and just go up. But that's the way the market is. It's a business expense. Yeah, it doesn't work like that here. Yeah, I could fucking make the McLaren hum the words lab. Oh, I took no prop payouts last month. Yeah, Shams, I actually have seen that. You pay to be part of a members club and you get like 5, 6 days of the month with a supercar. I saw that. Think it's just waste of money. What do you think? You think it's decent? I think like the whole point of owning a car is like it's my car. No? You think it's more yeah, but like okay, let's just say this, right? If it's more than 5 or 6, you basically have to pay for the price of that car for the month, you know? Let's just say like they have a Rolls Royce Cullinan on there. Yeah. And they have a bunch of members and that member wants that Rolls Royce Cullinan for 10 days of the month. So at that point you've got a let's just say you get Rolls Royce Cullinan, you need to make up the cost of the Cullinan for 3 years, right? How much does a Rolls let's go to Auto Trader and find a secondhand Rolls Royce Cullinan new gen. Give me a second. The new one is selling for 225? I don't believe that. Conan Series 2, 225? No, they're like 400K. Yeah, I thought so. So let's just find a cheaper one. Pwah, red, no thanks. 350K, right? 350, 350K. Yeah. Divide that by three. You need to make 116K a year. So let's divide that by 365. That's £300 a day. Times that by 10. That membership needs to be 3 grand a month just to have that car for 10 days, you know? And it's just that car, right? Then you say, okay, cool. Well, we have that car and someone else has another car and someone else has another car and someone else has another car. But like just for that car, for those days, that person's membership would need to be at least 3 grand for you to break even on that car after 3 years. Doesn't make sense. Man, they're diverging. They're diverging, Jet. Do you know what I mean? Like when you think of it as like a business, it doesn't. So at that point, you're like, okay, so you can't have supercars that cost 300 grand. Okay, then I don't want the membership. You know? It's like somewhere it's got to give. Either it's a fucking one big money laundering ring, or you're not. I don't know. Okay, so typically when you ignore the daily is when, I mean, we're trading through the daily low off the daily high, right? But ES is trading a lot closer to its daily low and no daily swing. So naturally at this point, um, for me, I'm turning up to the market bullish. I see 4 hour low at 6 o'clock. I'm looking along, which is why I was looking along. And then NQ takes it at 10. Overall, I think my trading today was spot on. Like I'm really comfortable with how I traded. I just I'm trading ES via NQ, right? Ultimately. And right now if I would have traded ES today, instead of getting stopped out at the low, I'm buying a reoffer and trading higher. So I just most of the time it works. There are some days it doesn't. So that day is today. Can't win every day. It's just the reality, you know. No, decent covered. Yeah, we do have a lot more of the like BYD Exomi cards, like the Jakeon or whatever it is, like the Chinese manufacturers cars are like massively coming to market. Yeah, yeah, I see them a lot. Yeah, BYD. Yeah, you know BYD are getting a Formula One team. Oh, it's NFP tomorrow. Fuck, why did I not think of that? Well, I am at a wedding tomorrow. Another fucking wedding. Can you believe it? Typically, I don't like Thursdays before NFP are pretty bad for me, just from data. Wedding on a Friday, I know. Kind of fucking dumb, isn't it? Luckily, I'm unemployed, or more importantly, unemployable. It's cheaper. Seems to be going for the highs. Yeah, I wouldn't long it here though, especially if ES fails to take out this range high. I'd probably just call it a day and be done. They don't want to pay the prime wedding times. Anyone see the video of the plane at the airport just collapsing? 11 years, Mohammed. Fully trading though, like probably closer to six. Like actually trading a lot, you know. Search Frankfurt Airport on Twitter. Frankfurt Airport. Yes, the first one that comes up. No one got hurt, but like they're like the front landing gear on the plane just gave way, and the plane just drops to the floor. BA flight as well. Last time I'm flying BA. Looks goofy, right? Yeah. Just need to eat tiramisu. No thanks. In a short with TP at 30, 20, 40s. I don't hate that, especially now. Oh, oh, sorry, prop firm payout. Great job today, Kane. Should I YOLO my new 150K double payout on NFB? Wait, is that the top step accounts? Actually, you know what? I'm gonna be really honest. I think those accounts are pretty good for the money and the payout cap. When I like, because that's how my brain works. Money to payout cap. It's fucking good, to be honest. But yeah, just literally crazy that no one was there. Um, and lastly, I would say this. Lanto raised a good point. The price increase is permanent, the payout cap is temporary. Just consider that. Always consider. Am I gonna buy them? Probably not. Honestly, my big focus right now is fucking getting to a TPT live account. And I saw a question earlier saying which firms do I have a live account with? Tradeify, MyFund Futures. Actually, I don't have one with them anymore, but I did have a live account with them. Apex, again, temporary issue. Um, no live account with Funded Next, and no live account with Lucid. AJ's my boy. I'm not trying to take sim money off of him. Every account they've ever given me has been free. So yeah, just want to put it on. How's 100 the only one? It's still there, bro. It's still there. I need price action to clean up so that we can keep that running from one to max payout with Lucid. Until then, yeah. You had dinner with Pew Trades. I did have a dinner with him. Yeah, Dodgy invited him to dinner. Just start training, bro. Basket. What would you recommend? Honestly, bro, there's only one answer to that question, and it's Lucid. Who paid for the dinner? Who do you think paid for the dinner? Who do you think? What's your opinion on that kid? I think he's fine. You think Dodgy paid for the dinner? Crazy work. I think he's a good kid. I don't know enough about him. Uh, yeah, I don't know enough about him. He seems smart. He wants to sell a Discord on a course. Good luck to him. I'm currently in the UK. I paid for dinner because I said 6 a.m. Wouldn't six the 6 a.m. London highs wouldn't trade, and they traded. And like school children, they all called me and said, "You're paying for dinner. We're ordering caviar and this and that and whatever." And then I got there and I was like, "Okay, cool. What do you boys want to order?" They're like, three steaks." I was like, "No crab, no lobster." They're like, "Nah." So five of us, the dinner come to about £800 ish. I can check my Amex statement. I'll tell you exactly how much it cost. Dinner was £830 and 30 cents. Pence. You might switch from Revolut to Amex. Bro, Amex is a credit card. You can't switch from Revolut to Amex. You just apply to get an Amex. It's 4 or 5 people. Did the US boys leave a tip? I left a tip, don't worry. I eat a beast. I don't want to say regularly, like to the point that like whatever, but like if I have a birthday dinner, it's there. Kind of dead price action now. I think CF30 nailed it though. I think that when we break, we fly. Consolidate. bang. Oh. Yeah, I've heard of feeders, yeah. I don't know enough about them, so I don't know that. I don't know that information, sorry. Like I said, I don't know enough about them. It's you coping. Well, I think it's true, to be honest. When do I come to Colombia? Never. No, I'll come at some point, just not right now. No worries, Mohammed. Speak to you soon. Appreciate you stopping by. Could this be a midweek reversal low? Could be. Yeah, I'm gonna hop in a minute as well, boys and girls. No trade here for me. I think we could sell off this. Nah, probably not. Probably next. They're probably in the next one. For me, I think that this has to trade this high. Because if we look at the hourly right now, especially with this low, this becomes 50%. Sorry, if we go on the 4 hour, it's a lot more clean. This high to this low. 50% is right here. I think it just takes this and pukes. But I think we're probably just going to slow grind up and then trade off tomorrow. So yeah. Right, boys and girls. Any questions before I jump? No trades. No trades here. My personal account, 2K DLL. That's it. I would keep it there. Don't need to do anything more. It's a tight DLL for the account size, but we just gotta keep it rolling. I won't be here tomorrow because I have a wedding. I'll be back Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday next week. Other than that, I appreciate you all. Be sure to come back for the PM with Alex, as the guys are saying. Um, if you need anything from me, you know where I am, Prof Compare Discord. Which reminds me, if you are using or buying any prop accounts, use code LAB for the best discounts, and you can even earn rewards on your discounts. So yeah, on your purchases, not your discounts. Um, more exciting things on that soon, but appreciate every single one of you. Much love. Join the Discord. Stay safe. Ciao.